If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. For example, Klopp here for 200. Boom, just like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. And then we take a look at Klopp here. You can see he's got 1,600 coin bid on him. I'm going to list him up for 1,700. Just like that, you make 1,500 coins. What's up guys, it's Fifa Chief here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have for you some more insane trading methods that can help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. Now if you are enjoying the content or you are new around here, I ask that you do please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it and it helps me out a ton. And then make sure to check out all the links in the description, like Twitch for all my daily live streams, Discord for all sorts of trading advice and investments, and all the other links down there as well. And with that said, let's go ahead and let's jump right into this video. So guys, we're going to be looking at something today that a lot of people either don't do or just straight up don't know about, which is going to be manager trading. Now, it would surprise you how good this method is, strictly because of, like I mentioned, not a lot of people do or know about this. So manager trading is nice because most people just don't understand that a lot of these cards have value. So one, it's typically easy to pick them up, and two, they get listed for cheap a lot. So let's first run through some of these countries, nations, leagues that are a little bit more expensive, starting with French managers here. Now these guys used to be about 5,000 coins, but now with league SBCs here and a lot more people doing bronze pack method, these are currently selling for about 1,700 coins. So selling for 1,700, you're only going to lose 85 on tax. So I try to pick these up for about 1,500 or less. Now, when it comes to manager trading, I almost never do sniping because managers get listed up so inconsistently on the market, just not listed up that often, that there's not going to be many cards popping up, let alone ones popping up for a lot cheaper than they actually sell for. So I typically just stick to bidding. Now, as you can see, there's not a lot of cards here. You got a couple expiring in 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, and that's why we need a bunch of different kind of filters so that we're bidding on a bunch of different cards. So we're going to start off with the French managers here and just bid on anything we can for about 1,500 or less. Now, let's move on to the next one here, and what we're going to look at next is Brazilian managers. Now, let's take a look at the price of these. These are currently selling, it looks like 1,100 coins will be the price to sell these at. So we're going to want to pick these up for about 900 or less if we can on bid. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Got one for 850 rolling in there, 800. Oh, didn't mean to bid. Oh, wait, no, we're doing 900, so that was fine. Yeah, 900, 900, bid on all those and go through. And then you just do this and go nation to nation, league to league, and look at all of these. And again, you can do sniping if you'd like, but again, they're just going to pop up so slowly that it's just not going to be worth it for you. Next up, we're going to be looking at the Netherlands here. Now, these Dutch managers are selling for about 2,000 coins right now. We'll call it like 1,900. So I want to pick these up for 1,700 or less. Let's take a look at these bids here. Wow, someone was about to win that for 150. That is wild. Wow, someone was about to make some crazy coins on this. And you can see just with a simple method like this, if nobody else is on this, this person was about to make like 2,000 coins a card off of these, which is absolutely insane because just nobody was bidding on them. Now that those are kind of the main three nations. We'll get into some other ways you can bid on these cards as well. We'll go ahead and place a couple more bids on these. The French ones go about 1,700, Brazil's 11, and Dutch was 1,900, I believe. And it looks like we might have a good shot at winning those. Now, outside of just picking up guys from like certain nations, certain leagues, cards that go for a ton as well are managers that are just kind of popular managers. So cards like Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Thomas Tuchel, cards like that are going to go for more, even if they do the exact same thing as another card. And what I mean by that is if you go over here and you go Premier League, gold, German managers, there's this gold common guy that doesn't really go for anything here, Fark, but Tuchel and Klopp go for a lot more, and they literally do the exact same thing to your squad. So those popular managers are going to go for a lot as well, and a lot of times they just sit on the market for super cheap and nobody knows about them. So it's worth kind of just like searching those guys up every once in a while and seeing if there's one sitting there for cheap. Earlier I just searched up and there was a Tuchel sitting there for like 400, and it was kind of a no-brainer, just pick him up. And there's never really like an easy selling price for those cards. Usually I just list them up like 1,000 coins over what I got them for, and eventually they will sell for that price. You can see here we picked up a Dutch manager for 350, picked up a Brazilian there for what was it, 850. So we're getting some good deals here on these cards. Got another Dutch manager for 550. I mean, we're getting some great deals on these strictly because it's just so easy to win these cards on bid when there's next to no one else doing this. It seems like we've got about one other guy kind of bid battling us for these. I'm going to go 1,600 on these and sell them for 1,800. That'll be my last bid on the French guys. But yeah, it is just wildly easy to do this. And after we bid on some more of these, we'll go ahead and jump into the kind of the popular managers and just show you how exactly that would work. So those French ones we're kind of done with because they literally sell like 17, 1,800. So these Dutch guys, again, if I'm not mistaken, these were selling like 2,000, right? With the popularity of the Eredivisie and a lot of Dutch players right now, these have kind of gone up in price, which is nice because anytime managers go up in price, it just makes this filter better because it gives you more cards to deal with. Yeah, these are selling 1,900 here. So let's go ahead and see if we can keep winning these on bid. And the things with managers as well, especially like, for example, with these Dutch ones that I'm winning right here, if I were to win, 5, 6 of these, I don't want to list them all up on the market right away together. The reason for that being is managers don't get purchased a ton super quickly. They kind of go off the market slowly because not a ton of people are just sitting there buying managers off the market. So you don't want to flood the market with a bunch of managers and kind of artificially drop the price. You want to slowly list up like maybe 2 Dutch ones at a time, wait for them to sell, and then list up like another 2 Dutch ones. And then, like, if I got a bunch of Brazilians, just list up like 2 at a time, wait for them to sell, list up another 2. Because otherwise, you're just going to be listing a bunch of cards up at a very similar price, and they're going to end up not getting bought, and people are just going to undercut you because they see a bunch of cards listed at that price. So the price will just keep dropping before your cards get purchased. So you make sure you're not kind of mass listing those cards and dropping the price. So right here, I'm going to list 2 of these guys for 1,900. We'll make 1,300 coins profit on him. Him for 1,900. Boom. We'll make, what is that, 1,550 coins on him. Beautiful. And then the Brazilian is selling for 1,100. We'll make 250 coins on him, and we'll hold on to these other Dutch guys that we picked up for very cheap as well. So you can see how simple this method is, trading with managers, if you're winning these bids and whatnot. And like I mentioned, once you get a bunch of these cards on your transfer targets, then you're going to be consistently bidding on cards here. You're not going to be sitting around waiting for better deals. You're going to be bidding on a lot of cards here. We'll leave that as our last bid here, and we'll kind of jump into the final thing I was talking about, which is just kind of like looking at popular managers. Just kind of think of popular managers, something like Pep Guardiola would be would be worth taking a look at. You can see there's a lot of Prem Spanish managers here, but we don't see a Guardiola. So what you'd want to do is just kind of like up the price here until you can kind of find a Guardiola in the search parameters here. Let's see if we can find one. All right, so there's one. And then you would just compare price on him here. And basically, this would just give you the opportunity to kind of sort through all the Pep Guardiolas. And if you see one with a very, very cheap price on him, that's when you go and pick him up. And the easiest thing I find with this is the Premier League German managers, because basically the ones you're looking for are easy to spot, because all we have is Fark here, who's a gold, and there's one other, I think. There's Fark, and then I might be going crazy. Maybe there isn't another. There's Geisel here. He might just be changed. But for example, like Tuchel here is easy to spot because he's a gold rare, and Klopp is easy to spot as well because he's a gold rare. And a lot of times you'll just see those guys popping up for like 600-700. For example, Klopp here for 200. Boom, just like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. And then we take a look at Klopp here. You can see he's got 1,600 coin bid on him. I'm going to list him up for 1,700. Just like that, you make 1,500 coins on that card. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.